Hello everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel of GameMog.com. I hope you all are doing good. Today in this video we will cover motivation, motivation chapter from the management syllabus. इसमें हम लोग almost 33 questions important MCQs cover करेंगे related to the motivation chapter. So guys, वीडियो को पूरा आप देखिएगा बिकॉज इट्स वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर द अपकमिंग एग्जामिनेशन से भी ग्रेड ए और आरबीआई ग्रेड का भी मोस्ट प्रॉब्लम नोटिफिकेशन आने ही वाला होगा. सो इट इज़ गोइंग टू हेल्प यू आउट इन दैट एग्जामिनेशन ऑल्सो एंड इट इज़ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फ्रॉम द एग्जामिनेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ऑफ रेगुलेटरी बॉडीज एज वेल. So watch till the end. It will clear all your doubts related to motivation chapter. और मैनेजमेंट में मोटिवेशन एक बहुत ही बड़ा चैप्टर है जिसमें से काफ़ी सारे क्वेश्चंस आपके स्पेशली ग्रेड ए एग्जामिनेशन से भी के जो है और आरबीआई ग्रेड बी के एग्जामिनेशन में आते हैं. सो यू कैन बी अहेड ऑफ योर कॉम्पिटिटर्स इफ यू क्लियर द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ दिस चैप्टर पर्टिकुलरली. सो आपके सारे डाउट्स क्लियर हो जाएंगे. वॉच द वीडियो टिल द एंड. अगर डाउट्स क्लियर नहीं होते किसी टॉपिक से रिलेटेड सो यू कैन कमेंट बिलो. You can comment and we will try to clear your doubts or we will come with the further video as well on the particular topic. So guys, without wasting time start करते हैं पहले क्वेश्चन से. Let's go to the first question. So guys, first question is dash is the processes that account for an individual's intensity, direction and persistence of effort towards attaining a goal. You can go through the option. Option A is motivation, option B is perception, option C is congregation and option D is cooperation. Guys, आप लोग जो है ट्राई कीजिए, अटेम्प्ट कीजिए. 33 क्वेश्चंस है. यू कैन ऑनेस्टली ट्राई एंड अटेम्प्ट द क्वेश्चंस एंड यू कैन कमेंट बिलो हाउ मच योर स्कोर इज एंड so that you could actually assess your level of preparation, how much prepared you are for the examination. ठीक है, सो आप लोग ये कर सकते हैं. यू कैन कमेंट योर टोटल स्कोर एंड लेट्स सी हु इज द हाईएस्ट स्कोरर. सो गाइज, मैं इसका आंसर आप लोगों को बता देता हूँ. द करेक्ट आंसर इज मोटिवेशन. सो मोटिवेशन इज द प्रोसेस दैट अकाउंट फॉर एन इंडिविजुअल्स इंटेंसिटी, डायरेक्शन एंड परसिस्टेंस ऑफ एफर्ट टुवर्ड अटेनिंग ए गोल. मूविंग ऑन टू द क्वेश्चन नंबर सेकंड. हु proposed needs theory of motivation? Quite an easy question. So guys, you can go through the options. Option A is Eldorfer. Option B is Frederick Herzberg. Option C is Abraham Harold Maslow. And option D is David McClelland. So the correct answer to this question is that is C, Abraham Harold Maslow. Maslow ने ही need theory of motivation जो है propose formulate किया था. All right. So moving on to the question number 3. Question number 3 is which of the following is not classified under Maslow's need hierarchy model? सो गाइज, आप लोग को पता होगा मैस्लोस का जो नीड हायरार्की मॉडल है वो 5 स्टेप्स है उसमें. सो विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज नॉट क्लासिफाइड अंडर द मैस्लो नीड हायरार्की मॉडल? क्वेश्चन में यही पूछ रहा है. गो थ्रू द ऑप्शंस. ऑप्शन ए इज फिजियोलॉजिकल नीड, ऑप्शन बी इज एस्टीम नीड, ऑप्शन सी इज सेल्फ एक्चुअलाइजेशन नीड एंड ऑप्शन डी इज इक्विटी नीड. सो गाइज, द करेक्ट आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन इज ऑप्शन डी, दैट इज इक्विटी नीड. ये नहीं है इसमें सारे स्टेप्स जो हैं. बाकी फिजियोलॉजिकल, एस्टीम और सेल्फ एक्चुअलाइजेशन जो है वो मैस्लो के नीड हायरार्की मॉडल स्टेप में है. मूविंग ऑन टू द क्वेश्चन नंबर 4. क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 इज विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेप इन मैस्लोज नीड हायरार्की मॉडल रिलेट्स टू डिजायर फॉर सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट, recognition and respect from others. You can go through the option. Option A is physiological, option B is esteem, option C is self actualization, option D is safety. So guys, you can easily guess through the options. Correct answer, I'll tell you. Correct answer is option B, that is esteem need. Esteem need में people relates to the desire for self-respect, recognition, respect from others. So guys, moving on to the explanation part on Maslow's need hierarchy model. Let's quickly go through the explanation. As you can see, 5 steps हैं. Maslow's के जो need hierarchy model है और मैस्लो ने जो नीड हायरार्की मॉडल दिया है उसमें पहला जो नीड है दैट इज फिजियोलॉजिकल नीड. जो कि बेसिकली एक प्राइमरी नीड है जिसमें लोगों को फूड चाहिए होता है, क्लोथिंग, शेल्टर, एयर, वाटर. इसको पहले अचीव करने के लिए लोग मोटिवेट होते हैं एज पर मैस्लो. उसके बाद आता है सेफ्टी नीड्स. पीपल वांट जॉब सिक्योरिटी, प्रोटेक्शन अगेंस्ट डेंजर, सेफ्टी ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी. सो ये नीड के लिए फर्दर मोटिवेट होता है. जब उनका फिजियोलॉजिकल नीड पूरा हो जाता है तब वो सेफ्टी नीड्स के पीछे भागते हैं. एंड वंस द सेफ्टी नीड्स इज फुलफिल्ड देन दे क्रेव फॉर बिलोंगिंगनेस एंड लव नीड्स. क्योंकि सभी को एज अ ह्यूमन बीइंग वी हैव सम सोशल नीड, ओके। फॉर एग्जांपल लव, अफेक्शन, बिलोंगिंगनेस, फ्रेंडशिप, कॉन्वर्सेशन। उसके बाद आता है esteem need, which relates to the desire for self respect, recognition and respect from others, okay। सभी लोग चाहते हैं कि उनको रिस्पेक्ट मिले, उनका सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट हो, रिकग्निशन हो, सोसाइटी में और कहीं भी जहाँ पे वो वर्क प्लेस पे या अपने घर में। तो ये एक एस्टीम नीड्स अचीव करना चाहते हैं। ये भी लोगों को मोटिवेट करता है आफ्टर फुलफिलिंग ऑल द 3 नीड्स बिलो, ओके। एंड द लास्ट स्टेप इन द नीड्स हायरार्की मॉडल इज सेल्फ एक्चुअलाइजेशन नीड्स। जब चारों नीड नीचे के जो पूरे हो जाते हैं लोगों के, सो दे go for the self actualization, they gets motivated from the self actualization needs। so that is what it is achieving one full potential, मतलब अपनी creativity को दिखाना या कुछ achieve करना, बहुत knowledge acquire करना, meditation करना, these comes under the self actualization needs, okay। people get motivated from these needs। so ये है। और मैस्लो के अकॉर्डिंग टू द मैस्लो एक नीड ही एक टाइम पे पूरी होती है, उसके बाद पीपल गो फॉर द अदर हायर नीड्स, ओके। सो ये मैस्लो का एक ड्रॉबैक भी है, यू कैन से, ओके। सो गाइज मूविंग टू द क्वेश्चन नंबर 5, व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग थ्योरीज कैन बी कंसीडर्ड एज एन एक्सटेंशन ऑफ मैस्लोज हायरार्की ऑफ नीड्स। गाइज बहुत सारे थ्योरीज हैं मोटिवेशन के जो मैस्लोज का नीड हायरार्की मॉडल जो है उसका एक्सटेंशन है, बट आउट ऑफ दीज 4 ऑप्शन यू हैव टू चूज विच इज द एक्सटेंशन ऑफ मैस्लोज हायरार्की नीड्स, ओके। So you can go through the options. Option A is theory X, option B is 5-factor theory, option C is equity theory, and option D is org theory, okay। The correct answer to this question is option D, that is org theory, okay। ये भी काफ़ी फेमस थ्योरी है और एग्जामिनेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से भी org theory से बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस आए हुए हैं प्रीवियस एग्जाम्स में। So moving on to the question number 6. Question number 6 is what does ERNG stand for in the ERG theory? So you can go through the option. Option A is existence, reliable and great. Option B is existence, relatedness and growth. Option C is esteem, reliable and growth. And option D is extreme, risk and grow. So guys, answer to this question is option B, that is existence, relatedness and growth. Org theory जो है काफ़ी famous theory है, which was formulated by Clayton Eldorfer, so he is called the father of org theory, okay। So moving to the question number 7, ये भी related to org theory ही है। So you can go through the question. If a higher level need aggravates, an individual may revert to increase the satisfaction of lower level need. Which aspect of org theory explain it, okay। So you can go through the option. Option A is regression, aggression. Option B is frustration, aggression. Option C is frustration, regression, and option D is segregation, regression, okay। So the correct answer to this question is option C, that is frustration, regression, okay। इससे रिलेटेड भी क्वेश्चन पास्ट में आ चुके हैं आरबीआई ग्रेड बी के पेपर्स में, फेज 2 का जो पेपर था उसमें ये आया हुआ है ये क्वेश्चन। सो गाइस, फ्रस्ट्रेशन रिग्रेशन का जो कॉन्सेप्ट है, अगर एज पर ऑर्ग थ्योरी एंड एज पर क्लेटन एल्डरफर क्या होता है कि अगर किसी आदमी का कोई एक पर्टिकुलर नीड पूरा नहीं होता तो वो दूसरे नीड की तरफ चला जाता है, दूसरे नीड के लिए मोटिवेट होता है। सपोज उसे अगर कंपनी में प्रमोशन नहीं मिल रहा है तो ही विल गो टुवर्ड्स मेकिंग सोशल रिलेशनशिप विद इन द ही विल गो टुवर्ड्स द सोशल नीड्स, ओके। अगर उसका जो ग्रोथ नीड पूरा नहीं हो रहा है तो वो रिलेटेडनेस रिलेशनशिप नीड के पीछे भागेगा, उससे मोटिवेट होगा। अगर इन केस ऑफ रिलेशनशिप नीड उसका पूरा नहीं हो रहा है तो वो फिर एग्जिस्टेंट नीड्स की तरफ भागेगा, ज़्यादा पैसे कमाएगा, ज़्यादा ये करेगा। सो एज पर अर्ग थ्योरी एंड एज पर क्लेटन एल्डरफर, आदमी एक टाइम पे एक ही नीड को पूरा नहीं करता। इफ पर्टिकुलर नीड इज नॉट फुलफिल्ड ही मे रिवर्ट टू द अपर नीड और लोअर नीड, ओके। वो एज पर मैस्लो क्या था कि एक स्टेप पूरा होने पे दूसरे स्टेप पे जा सकता है आदमी, एक नीड पूरा होने पे, जैसे सेफ्टी नीड पूरा होने पे तभी वो एस्टीम नीड पे जा सकता है, ओके। बट इन केस ऑफ ऑर्ग थ्योरी ऐसा नहीं है। ऑर्ग थ्योरी में अगर लोअर लेवल का नीड पूरा नहीं हो रहा है तो वो किसी दूसरे नीड पे भी जा सकता है, ओके, हायर नीड या उससे लोअर लेवल नीड पे, ऑलराइट। सो हम लोग इसको एक एक्सप्लेनेशन के थ्रू देख सकते हैं। एज यू कैन सी हियर, एग्जिस्टिंग नीड्स में क्या आता है, फिजिकल एंड मटेरियल नीड्स, ओके। और रिलेटेड जो ERG है, रिलेटेडनेस नीड्स में आएगा सोशल इंटरेक्शन एंड रिलेशनशिप, और ग्रोथ में आएगा सेल्फ एस्टीम एंड सेल्फ एक्चुअलाइजेशन। ये मैस्लो से कैसे रिलेवेंट है वो आप देख लीजिए। एज यू कैन सी हियर, एग्जिस्टिंग नीड्स जो है अर्ग थ्योरी का, वो मैस्लो के फिजियोलॉजिकल और सेफ्टी नीड को कवर करता है, और जो रिलेटेडनेस नीड है अर्ग थ्योरी का, वो मैस्लो के सोशल नीड और सेल्फ स्टीम के एक्सट्रिंसिक नीड को, एक्सट्रिंसिक सेल्फ स्टीम के को कवर करता है। और जो ग्रोथ नीड है एज पर द ईआरजी थ्योरी, वो मैस्लो के सेल्फ एक्चुअलाइजेशन और सेल्फ स्टीम के इंट्रिंसिक नीड को पूरा करता है। एज यू कैन सी हियर इन द एक्सप्लेनेशन पार्ट ऑल्सो कि existing needs, these include need for basic material necessities, okay? In short, it includes an individual physiological and physical safety needs. And relatedness needs में, these includes the aspirations individuals have for maintaining significant interpersonal relationship, getting public fame and recognition, जैसा कि मैंने बताया था आपको। Maslow's social needs and external component of esteem needs fall under this class of need. एज यू कैन सी मैस्लो से कैसे रिलेटेड है ये, मैस्लो का जो सोशल नीड और एक्सटर्नल कंपोनेंट ऑफ एस्टीम नीड्स है, वो इज इक्वल टू रिलेटेडनेस नीड्स ऑफ अर्ग थ्योरी, ओके? एंड ग्रोथ नीड्स, दीज इंक्लूड नीड फॉर सेल्फ डेवलपमेंट एंड पर्सनल ग्रोथ एंड एडवांसमेंट। मैस्लो's सेल्फ एक्चुअलाइजेशन नीड्स एंड इंट्रिंसिक कंपोनेंट ऑफ एस्टीम नीड्स फॉल अंडर दिस कैटेगरी ऑफ ग्रोथ नीड, ओके? सो जो अर्ग थ्योरी का ग्रोथ नीड है, वो मैस्लो के सेल्फ एक्चुअलाइजेशन नीड्स और इंट्रिंसिक कंपोनेंट ऑफ एस्टीम नीड्स के बराबर है। ऑलराइट, सो मूविंग टू द क्वेश्चन नंबर 8, द टू फैक्टर थ्योरी इज बेस्ड ऑन विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग फैक्टर्स? सो यू कैन गो थ्रू द ऑप्शन ए इज हाइजीन एंड मोटिवेशनल, ऑप्शन बी इज थ्योरी एक्स एंड थ्योरी वाई फैक्टर, option C is physiological and psychological, and option D is motivational and demotivational. So guys, the correct answer is option A, that is hygiene and motivational. Frederick Herzberg जो है two factor theory के father हैं, he actually formulated the two factor theory. It is also one of the famous theory of motivation, and many of the questions have been asked in the past from this theory as well. So moving to the question number 9, which of the following is a hygiene factor according to the Herzberg theory? So you can go through the option. Option A is responsibility, option B is personal growth, option C is achievement, and option D is company policy. हाइजीन फैक्टर पूछा गया गाइज इसमें, कौन सा जो है हाइजीन फैक्टर है हर्जबर्ग थ्योरी के अकॉर्डिंगली इसमें? सो द करेक्ट आंसर इज कंपनी पॉलिसी, दैट इज ऑप्शन डी। बाकी सब मोटिवेशनल फैक्टर है, एंड ओनली द ऑप्शन डी कंपनी पॉलिसी इज द हाइजीन फैक्टर, ओके? हम लोग इसका एक्सप्लेनेशन भी देखेंगे इन द लेटर पार्ट ऑफ द वीडियो, ओके? मूविंग टू द क्वेश्चन नंबर 10, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज नॉट अ मोटिवेशनल फैक्टर अकॉर्डिंग टू द हर्जबर्ग थ्योरी? सो यू कैन गो थ्रू द ऑप्शंस. ऑप्शन ए इज मीनिंगफुलनेस ऑफ द वर्क, ऑप्शन बी इज सैलरी ऑब्लिक पे, option C is promotion, and option D is personal growth. So the correct answer to this question is option B, salary pay, because salary क्या है, वो hygiene factor है two factor theory में, okay? हम लोग इसी को explanation के थ्रू देख लेते हैं. As you can see here that hygiene factor क्या क्या है? Working condition is hygiene factor, co-worker relations, policies and rules, supervisor quality, you know, base wage और salary, ये सब जो भी हैं ये हाइजीन फैक्टर है, ओके? और जो मोटिवेशनल फैक्टर है ऑन द राइट हैंड साइड यू कैन सी अचीवमेंट, रिकॉग्निशन, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, वर्क इटसेल्फ, एडवांसमेंट, पर्सनल ग्रोथ, दीज ऑल कम अंडर द मोटिवेशनल फैक्टर्स, ओके? एज यू कैन सी हियर टू फैक्टर का प्रिंसिपल जो क्या है, प्रिंसिपल, द मेन प्रिंसिपल ऑफ टू फैक्टर इज इंप्रूविंग द मोटिवेशनल फैक्टर्स इंक्रीजेस जॉब सेटिस्फैक्शन, ओके? एज यू कैन सी ऑन द राइट हैंड साइड that if you increase, suppose if you increase the recognition in the job for a particular employee, then it will lead to the job satisfaction of that particular employee. And on the other hand, improving the hygiene factor decreases job dissatisfaction, okay? hygiene factor को अगर हम लोग improve करते हैं तो वो job dissatisfaction decrease करता है, ऐसा नहीं कि वो job satisfaction increase कर देता है. It's just that job जो dissatisfaction नहीं होता उसको उस अमाउंट को वो डिक्रीज कर देता है, ताकि बंदा जो भी एम्प्लॉय है उसका जो डिससेटिस्फेक्शन है वो डिक्रीज हो जाए, ओके? सैलरी अगर अच्छा है, वर्किंग कंडीशन ठीक है, तो उसको डिससेटिस्फेक्शन नहीं होगा, बट जॉब सेटिस्फेक्शन इट कम्स फ्रॉम द motivational factor only, okay? I hope you must have understand that, okay? So moving on to the question number 11, who proposed that achievement, affiliation and power are three important needs that help explain motivation in workplace situations. So किसने achievement, need for achievement, need for affiliation and need for power theory जो है formulate किया था? So you can go through the option. Option A is Douglas McGregor. Option B is Victor Broom. Option C is David McClelland, and option D is Edwin Locke. So guys, the correct answer is option C, that is David McClelland. Moving to the question number 12. According to McClelland theory, which of the following needs relates to urge to excel, to accomplish in relation to a set of standards, to struggle to achieve success? Okay. So options are: option A is need for power, option B is need for affiliation, option C is need for success, and option D is need for achievement. So the correct answer is that is need for achievement. So guys, let's quickly go through the explanation of David McClelland's need theory. As you can see, there are three categories of David McClelland's need theory: need for achievement, need for authority and power, and need for affiliation. So need for achievement क्या होता है? जो लोग उससे motivated होते हैं, they need for sense of accomplishment, attainment of challenging goals, yet realistic. Okay, उन्हें कुछ achieve करके वो कुछ achieve करके motivate होते हैं. जैसे sense of accomplishment, कुछ accomplish कर लिया, कुछ बड़ा challenging task उन्होंने complete कर लिया. So they are motivated by the goals, attainment of challenging goals. On the other hand, need for authority and power. Some people are motivated by power. They want to be influential. They need to create an impact. They need to increase personal status and prestige. तो ऐसे लोगों के लिए जो क्या होता है, पावर और अथॉरिटी, वो उससे मोटिवेट होते हैं. So that comes under the need for authority and power. And again, need for affiliation. ऐसे लोग जो रिलेशनशिप से मोटिवेट करते हैं एम्प्लॉयज़ को, दे आर इन फेवर ऑफ फ्रेंडली रिलेशनशिप एंड दे आर द गुड टीम प्लेयर्स एज वेल. ओके, सो ऐसे लोग थ्रू रिलेशनशिप बिल्डअप करके या अच्छा फ्रेंडली रिलेशनशिप, वर्किंग कंडीशन बना के अपने टीम्स को मोटिवेट करते हैं. ऑलराइट, सो गाइज, मूविंग टू द क्वेश्चन नंबर 13. द मेजर बेनिफिट ऑफ हैविंग एम्प्लॉय पार्टिसिपेट इन गोल सेटिंग इज option A, that it takes less time and resources to implement this type of system. Option B, that it appears to induce employees to accomplish more difficult goals and tasks. Option C is the possibility that more desirable customers will be attracted. And option D is that it provides more time for management to pursue other activities. So guys, the correct answer is option B, that it appears to induce employees to accomplish more difficult goals and tasks. Goal setting का जो major benefit है यही है. Okay, moving to the question number 14 guys. Which of the following theory states that specific and challenging goals along with appropriate feedback contribute to higher and better task performance? So you can go through the option. Option A is management by objective. Option B is management by task. Option C is goal setting theory. Option D is challenging theories. So the correct answer is option C, that is goal setting theory. It was formulated by an Edwin Locke in 1960s. Okay, so moving to the question number 15. According to goal setting theory, an individual's self-confidence and faith that he has potential of performing the task is called. You can go through the option. Option A is self-efficiency. Option B is self-trust. Option C is self-worth. And option D is self-potential. So guys, the correct answer is option A, that is self-efficiency. Moving to the question number 16. Which of the following comments was made by theory Y manager? So you can go through the option. Option A is employees have skills and capabilities. Their logical capabilities should be utilized. Option B is employees generally dislikes responsibilities. Option C is employees does not want to work. He must be persuaded, compelled or warned. Option D is employees resist changes. So the correct answer is option A, that is employees have skills and capabilities. Their logical capabilities should be utilized. Guys, theory Y manager actually जो comment है option A में, वो theory Y manager का. बाकी जो जितने भी comments है भी under the option B, C, D, they are made by the theory X manager. Okay. So moving to the question number 17. Who formulated the theory X and theory Y, suggesting two aspects of human behavior at work? So you can go through the option. Option A is Clark Hill. Option B is Lyman W. Porter. Option C is Douglas McGregor. And option D is Andrew Elliott. So guys, the correct answer is option C, that is Douglas McGregor. He formulated the theory X and theory Y of motivation. Okay. Moving to the question number 18. Douglas McGregor's view that suggests that employees will exercise self-direction and self-control when they are committed to the objective of the work is called. So you can go through the option. Option A is theory Y, option B is theory X, option C is theory Z, and option D is theory R. Okay, so the correct answer is option A, theory Y. So guys, let's go through some explanation. So let's compare what is theory X and theory Y. Okay, as you can see here, theory X managers, what are the comments made by the theory X manager and what they think, how they think. As you can see here, theory X managers think people dislike work, find it boring, and will avoid it if they can. People must be forced or bribed to make the right effort. People would rather be directed than accept responsibility, which they avoid. People are motivated mainly by money and fears about their job security. And most people have little creativity except when it comes to getting around rules. Okay. On the other hand, theory Y managers are really optimistic. They think that people need to work and want to take an interest in it. Under right condition, they can enjoy it. They also think people will direct themselves towards a target that they accept. People will seek and accept responsibility under the right condition. And under the right condition, people are motivated by the desire to realize their own potential. And creativity and ingenuity are widely distributed and grossly underused. So as you can see, guys, theory X managers are pessimistic about their employees, and theory Y managers are quite optimistic. Okay, so moving into the question number 18. Which of the following theories argue that behavior is a function of its consequences? So as you can go through the option A is perception theory, option B is satisfaction theory, option C is expectancy theory, and option D is reinforcement theory. So guys, the correct answer is option D, that is reinforcement theory. Guys, as you can see here in the explanation part, reinforcement theory of motivation was proposed by B.F. Skinner. Okay, and it states that individual behavior is a function of its consequences. Please remember, reinforcement theory is also a very important theory. It states that individual's behavior is a function of its consequences. It is based on the law of effect, that is, individuals' behavior with positive consequences tends to be repeated, but individuals' behavior with negative consequences tends not to be repeated. That is what reinforcement theory is all about. Moving to the question number 19. Under which of the following method of reinforcement theory manager rewards an employee by removing negative undesirable consequences? So you can go through the option. Option A is positive reinforcement, option B is negative reinforcement, option C is punishment, and option D is extinction. So the correct answer to this question is option B, that is negative reinforcement. Okay, we will go through the explanation also. What are the methods under reinforcement theory? As you can see, guys, the first is positive reinforcement. क्या होता है कि पॉजिटिव बिहेवियर फॉलोड बाय पॉजिटिव कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस. सपोज कोई एम्प्लॉय जल्दी आ रहा है ऑफिस में, मैनेजर ने उसे प्रेज कर दिया उसी टाइम पे, सो इट विल लीड टू एम्प्लॉय रिपीटिंग दैट बिहेवियर अगेन. वो जल्दी ही आना मतलब कंटिन्यू रखेगा. It will lead to the positive behavior, more positive behavior. So guys, the second is negative reinforcement. It is actually the positive behavior followed by removal of negative consequences. Suppose कोई मैनेजर जो एम्प्लॉय को नैग करता रहता है लेट आने के लिए वगैरह वगैरह, एंड इफ ही स्टॉप्स नेगिंग द एम्प्लॉय, it might lead to the positive behavior. Okay, and the employee might come to the office on time. Okay, and the third is punishment. That is negative behavior followed by negative consequences. सपोज जो मैनेजर ने एम्प्लॉय को डिमोट कर दिया, दैट मीन्स उसका नेगेटिव बहुत ज़्यादा बिहेवियर था, एंड आफ्टर दैट मैनेजर टुक द डिसीजन एंड ही डिमोटेड द एम्प्लॉय. दैट वाज द नेगेटिव कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस. ओके, एंड द लास्ट इज एक्सटिंक्शन. दैट इज नेगेटिव बिहेवियर फॉलोड बाय रिमूवल ऑफ positive consequences. Okay, that means the manager ignores the behavior completely. All right, so these are the four methods under the reinforcement theory. So guys, let's move on to the question number 20. Which of the following theory makes the assumption that people will compare their job inputs and outcomes with those of others and then respond to eliminate perceived inequities? So let's go through the option. Option A is expectancy theory, option B is equity theory, option C is goal setting theory, and option D is reinforcement theory. So guys, the correct answer is option B, that is equity theory. Equity theory was proposed by John Stacey Adams in 1963. Equity theory भी काफ़ी famous motivational theory है. Okay, so let's move to the question number 21. Question number 21 is when an employee compares their inputs and outcomes with another employee within their organization, they are making an dash comparison. Option A is self outside, option B is others inside, option C is self inside, and option D is other outside. So the correct answer is option B, other inside. Okay, क्योंकि इसमें एम्प्लॉय जो है अपना इनपुट और आउटकम अपने ही ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के किसी दूसरे एम्प्लॉय से कंपेयर कर रहा है. ओके, so he is making other inside comparison. Okay, so guys, let's quickly go through the explanation on what the equity theory is all about. So as you can see guys here, equity theory mein what the employee compares is what I put into my job, okay, and what I get from my job. As you can see, employee puts time, effort, ability, loyalty, tolerance, flexibility, integrity, commitment, reliability, heart and soul, personal sacrifice, etc. These are the inputs. Okay, and output if you compare, what the employee get is pay, bonuses, perks, benefits, security, recognition, interest, developments, reputation, praise, responsibility, enjoyment, etc. Okay, so how people become demotivated? People become demotivated, reduce their input or seek change, improvement whenever they feel their inputs are not being fairly rewarded. Okay, so अगर employee को लगता है कि वो जो input दे रहा है उसके बदले में उसको उतना आउटपुट नहीं मिल रहा है कंपनी से, then there is a equity disequilibrium. Okay, it leads to the dissatisfaction, it leads to the anger of the employee. As you can see here, the ratio comparison. Okay, individual outcome upon individual's output is less than others outcome upon others input, then there is a perception of inequity and situation of an employee is angry. Employee becomes angry. Okay, and again in the second situation you can see individual's outcome upon individual's input is equal to others outcome upon others input, then there is equity. अगर बराबर हो, एम्प्लॉय को लगता है कि मुझे जो मिल रहा है अपने कंपनी में दूसरों को भी वही मिल रहा है अब सेम कंपनी में या बाहर भी किसी कंपनी में, तो देयर इज ए परसेप्शन ऑफ इक्विटी एंड एम्प्लॉय फील्स सेटिस्फाइड. ओके, एंड इन द थर्ड सिचुएशन इंडिविजुअल आउटकम जो है कंपनी का एम्प्लॉय का जो इंडिविजुअल आउटकम है और इंडिविजुअल इनपुट जो वो दे रहे हैं वो अगर ग्रेटर है दूसरों से, वो अगर ज़्यादा है दूसरों से, फिर भी इट लीड्स टू इनइक्विटी एंड सिचुएशन ऑफ एन एम्प्लॉय इज एम्प्लॉय बीइंग प्राउड, एम्प्लॉय बीइंग ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस एंड एम्प्लॉय फीलिंग गिल्टी अबाउट इट. सो दीज आर द सिचुएशन एंड एज यू कैन सी हियर एम्प्लॉय जो अपना कंपेयर कैसे करते हैं सेल्फ इनसाइड एंड एम्प्लॉयज एक्सपीरियंस इन अ डिफरेंट पोजिशन इनसाइड हिज प्रेजेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. So that is called self-inside comparison. Self-outside comparison is all about employees' experience in a situational outside the present organization. Okay, employee खुद को अब अपने ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से बाहर दूसरे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में रख के सोचता है कि वहाँ पे कैसा सिचुएशन होगा. एंड अदर्स इनसाइड कंपेरिजन इज ऑल अबाउट अनदर एम्प्लॉय और ग्रुप ऑफ एम्प्लॉय इनसाइड द एम्प्लॉयज प्रेजेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कंपेयरिंग विद अनदर एम्प्लॉय और ग्रुप ऑफ एम्प्लॉय इनसाइड द एम्प्लॉयज प्रेजेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. एंड अदर्स आउटसाइड का मतलब होता है एम्प्लॉय कंपेयरिंग विद अनदर एम्प्लॉय और एम्प्लॉयज आउटसाइड द एम्प्लॉयज प्रेजेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. ओके, सो गाइज यही है इक्विटी थ्योरी. ओके, यू कैन गो थ्रू द if you have any doubt regarding this you can comment below. Okay, moving on to question number 22. An individual's perception that better efforts will result in better performance is termed as option A is valence, option B is instrumentality, option C is expectancy and option D is relevance. So guys, the correct answer is option C, that is expectancy. Okay, moving on to the question number 23. An individual's faith that if you perform well then a valid outcome will be there is termed as option A is valence, option B is instrumentality, option C is expectancy, option D is relevance. The correct answer is option C, instrumentality. Moving on to the question number 24. Who proposed expectancy theory? You can go through the option. Option A is Richard M. Ryan, option B is Edward L. Dacey, option C is John William Atkinson, option D is Victor Broom. So guys, the correct answer is option D, that is Victor Broom. He actually proposed the expectancy theory and it is one of the famous theories of motivation. Okay, so as you can see the expectancy theory explanation here. Expectancy theory में total 3 parts होते हैं जो expectancy, instrumentality and valence. Expectancy is all about the employee believing that effort will result in acceptable performance. Okay, instrumentality is all about employee believing that acceptable performance will produce the desired reward. And the valence is all about the employee values that reward. It is called valence. Okay, that is the expectancy theory is all about. You can go through some relationship under the expectancy theory. First one is effort performance relationship, which is the likelihood that the individual's effort be recognized in his performance appraisal. And the second is performance reward relationship. It talks about the extent to which the employee believes that getting a good performance appraisal leads to organizational rewards. Okay. And the third one is reward personal goal relationship. It is all about the attractiveness or appeal of the potential reward to the individual. Okay. Moving on to the question number 25. Management by objective strategy was formulated by. So you can go through the option. Option A is Peter Drucker. Option B is Jason Hersey. Option C is John William Atkinson. And option D is Ken Blanchard. So guys, it's quite famous theory, management by objective. It was given by the famous management author A. Peter Drucker. Okay. All right. Moving on to the question number 26. For the individual employee, MBO provides dash. Option A is increased monetary compensation. Option B is specific personal performance objective. Option C is communication between co-workers. And option D is mastering the business operation theories. Okay. So the correct answer to this question is option B, that is the specific personal performance objective. Okay. So guys, moving on to question number 27. Who came out with a comprehensive theory of motivation called the performance satisfaction model? You can go through the option here. Option A is Hersey and Blanchard. Option B is Edwin and Adams. Option C is Robert House. And option D is Porter and Lawler. So guys, the correct answer is option D, that is Porter and Lawler. They actually, came with the performance satisfaction model. We will quickly go through the performance satisfaction model chart. As you can see here, there are three steps in performance satisfaction model. What the efforts you put and how's your performance, and performance is related to again intrinsic reward and extrinsic reward. As you can see here, performance is related to the intrinsic reward and extrinsic reward, and that leads to the satisfaction. Okay. So moving on to the question number 28. Which of the following corresponds to a person's internal desire to do something due to such things as interest, challenge and personal satisfaction? So you can go through the options here. Option A is theory X, option B is theory Z, option C is extrinsic motivators, and option D is intrinsic motivators. So the correct answer is intrinsic motivators. So guys, let's move on to question number 29. Allocating extrinsic rewards for behavior that has been previously intrinsically rewarded tends to decrease the overall level of motivation and is called. You can go to the option. Option A is cognitive evaluation theory. Option B is intrinsic evaluation theory. Option C is extrinsic evaluation theory. And option D is reward evaluation theory. So the correct answer is option A, that is cognitive evaluation theory. Okay. Moving on to the question number 30. What is valence? Now we have already covered this thing as in the expectancy theory, guys. Quite an easy guess for you. Although we will go through the options. Option A is the satisfaction of a job well done. Option B is the value of an object to a person. Option C is the value of importance an individual places on a reward. Option D is the knowledge and effort put into something. So clearly option C is the correct answer. The value or importance an individual places on a reward. Okay. Moving on to the question number 31. According to which theory of motivation people are motivated to take certain actions in order to reduce the internal tension that is caused by unmet needs? So you can go through the options here. Option A is attribution theory. Option B is drive theory. Option C is path goal theory. And option D is internal need theory. So the correct answer is drive theory, guys. According to the drive theory of motivation, people are motivated to take certain actions in order to reduce the internal tension that is caused by unmet needs. Okay. For example, you might be motivated to drink a glass of water in order to reduce the internal state of thirst. Okay. अपने प्यास को बुझाने के लिए you will be motivated to drink a glass of water. Okay. आप पानी का ग्लास जरूर लेने जाएंगे और पानी पिएंगे. So moving on to the question number 32. According to drive theory, needs that are essential for human survival are referred to as. Option A is primary needs. Option B is physiological needs. Option C is safety needs, and option D is secondary needs. So guys, the correct answer is option A, primary needs. Okay. Human survival के लिए primary needs necessary है according to the drive theory. Okay. And primary needs include food, clothes, shelter, etc., etc. Okay. So guys, let's move to the explanation part of drive theory. There are 4 drive theory you can see. Drive to acquire. In that section, as you can see, drive to seek, take control and retain object and personal experience. Basis of hierarchy and status. Okay. Drive to bond. means drive to form social relationship and develop mutual caring commitments, basis of social identity, etc. That means social needs. Okay. Drive to learn, need to satisfy curiosity and resolve conflicting information, basis of self-actualization. Self-actualization, basically it is self-actualization need. Okay. Drive to defend, need to protect ourselves from relationship, acquisition or belief system, basis of fight or flight. So these are the 4 drive theory. All right. So guys, let's move to the last question of the video. Question number 33. Who developed a theoretical framework of attribution theory? So option A is Barry Zimmerman, option B is Dale Schenck, option C is Lyndall Urwick, and option D is Bernard Wiener. So guys, the correct answer is option D, that is Bernard Wiener. He actually formulated the attribution theory, and attribution theory explains the world and it determines the cause of an event or behavior, why people do what they do. Okay, it actually determines the cause of an event or behavior, any behavior. So according to the Wiener, attribution has a 3-stage process. Attribution theory has a 3-stage process. First is when the behavior is observed, and the second is when behavior is determined to be deliberate, and the third is behavior is attributed to internal or external causes. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you must have understood all the theories. If you have not understood any theory, you can just comment below. Okay, and we will try to resolve your queries. Okay, and we will also put this PDF on our website gitmonk.com. You can visit that. All right, and you can we will also try to put quiz system from now onwards. Whatever video we are making, we will put a quiz on our website so that you can attempt the quiz. All right, so guys, thank you once again for watching. If you are new to the video, please do subscribe and keep learning, keep sharing. Thank you.